I'm Max Sterling, welcome to LarpMix. My friends at Calimacil have been very kind to me this year and they've sent me a lot of bows and arrows to review for them. I've already done a video on the arrows on one of their bows, so please check that out when you have a minute. The arrows are, really important to this process, but the bows are also, half of the equation. So I already did the video on the arrows, so let's check out some of these bows now. This is their Nomad Bow, and I really like this because it just looks like a normal bow. There's nothing screaming fantasy about it. To me, this should fit in at pretty much any style of game. This is a bamboo core with a natural appearance. It has a genuine leather grip on it. The edges have this sort of subtle red and green wood grain design to dress it up, and you get a string with it when you order it. You can see how the string sort of rests on there, and I think this is a really good bow. It weighs 350 grams or about 3/4 of a pound. It's 132 centimeters or 52 inches long and has a 25-pound draw at 30 inches. This is also an ambidextrous bow, so anybody can use it. It's laminated bamboo, fiberglass, and this leather, and that pretty much is it. It's a fairly simple, no frills kind of bow. I mean, there's a little bit of dress up on it, but to me, this will get the job done, look the part, and I think, no matter what style of game you play, anyone should be happy to use something like this. Let me do a close-up on it here for you again. The craftsmanship is really just phenomenal on these, and if you look at the wood grain, I mean, these things, for being, a lot of fiberglass, they look, really good. Let's go ahead and put some arrows down range here. I got a sword set up here because, I'm gonna do 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, maybe beyond, but at 10 feet, I feel like you got to be able to shoot someone's sword out of their hand, right? 10 feet's really close. Look how close that is. So I'm gonna try to shoot, rather than the huge box down there with the deer, I'm gonna try to shoot that sword off the top. I'm not very good at archery, so we'll see how this goes, but this is 10 feet, which I think, a lot of people at LARP are in the 10 to 20 foot range. Beyond that, you're sort of just lobbing them into a field if your game allows, but let's go ahead and try these 10-foot shots. All right, right on. So I would say I can probably shoot a sword out of someone's hand at 10 feet, but let's back it up 10 feet. So now we have it at 20 feet. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with that. Oh my, 20 feet. If you're coming at me with a sword, you better watch out. That was the first shot too. I don't play around on this channel. I got time to be making all kinds of edits. So let's go ahead and back it up to 30 feet and see how we do. If you like this sword I've been shooting at, Calimacil carries that on their website as well. I dual wield these at some of the LARPs I go to, and I love them. They're a little bit heavy, but whatever heft they have, it makes up for it in cool factor with the designs on it. So check those out, links below. Now I have 5 arrows here that we can try to knock that sword off at 30 feet. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Got 5 chances here. That had to have been close. I don't know about that one. We're gonna try one of these high speed arrows now here. The ones with the harder rubber tips. Let's give that a shot. 30 feet, third shot. So that's not too bad. If you watched my arrow video, I said I like those high speed ones better. They seem to fly a lot more true because they're heavy. Let's go and just see if we can hit the target here. So, a little low. But yeah, I mean, pretty much you can see that 25 pounds does pretty good at 30 feet. So I have this out there 50 feet. We're skipping 40 feet and going straight to 50. We're gonna have to lob them in a little bit, but I have a couple different arrows. We'll give them all a shot. I have trees in the way here, so I'm gonna be shooting from the other side of the camera here, and hopefully I can hit this. So low speed arrow, 50 feet. I just don't think that these arrows or this bow may have the pull to get down there. But let's give it a shot here. That's pretty close. I did hit the tree though. Let's try one more. Try one more low speed arrow here. See what happens. Yeah, I mean, that was at absolutely full draw, right on, and you can see it stopped about a foot or two short. I think I could have lobbed in a little bit more if this was open, but I'm gonna say this bow, 40, 45 feet, you're starting to get to pretty much the extent of what you can do with low speed arrows. Here's a high speed arrow. So those arrows have no problem reaching it. The trick is though, getting my aim on. So that hit the very bottom of the target, and I thwapped my arm, so that's always fun. If you haven't done archery, if you're new to it, they sell arm guards. You might want to invest in one so you're not thwapping your arm when you're holding the bow sloppy. But that last high speed hit. So I would say the Nomad Bow, 50 feet with the high speed arrows, 50 feet you're probably okay. Low speed arrows, you're gonna have a tough time unless there's no wind and you're really lobbing it in and there's no, you know, trees or any overhang or anything. So I chose this area of my property because usually when I'm at my type of LARP, I'm not in an open field. I'm usually in some sort of, you know, narrow space. In fact, I'd be surprised if I ever even had a 50-foot shot. Most of mine would probably be within a 20-foot range. But, you know, I figured I'd just show you a couple different options here. But this video is really all about this Nomad Bow. I hope you enjoyed me shooting it a little bit here. And, you know, feel free to critique my style in the comments. Any comments you want to make about the bow. But, you know, I like this. I like it a lot. It feels really good just pulling it and shooting it. I think that, you know, 25-pound draw, if your game allows it, this is probably a really good bow to check out. Just with the looks and the functionality, I would definitely be happy with this purchase. Hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe, like, check out my merchandise. I sell what I think is a pretty cool sort of shirt and other items as well. It's always in the description. Be sure to check out my other Calimacil videos. I do a lot of reviews for them. Check out all the bow videos I'm doing for them. They sell a ton of bows and arrows now that they did a lot of research on to get it right. And you know, I'll include as many links as I can, but be sure to check out their selection for archery if it's something that you do at game. If your game doesn't allow it, or they're using goofy Nerf blaster for some reason, change your mind. Get them back to this stuff. Looks way better, feels way better, is way better, and is just a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, and until next time, adventure on.